Hello everyone. So in this video we are going to discuss how do you create a simple change notifier class in the Flutter. So creating a simple change notifier class in Flutter involves defining a class that extends change notifier which is a part of the Flutter framework. This class will manage the state and notify its listener whenever the state changes. Here are the some steps by step guidelines to create a simple change notify class. Step 1, import a necessary package which will be the simple flutter material.dart. Second will be define your change notify class which extends from the change notify class to create your custom state management class in the example slow in the below. As you can see, I have created the counter notifier extents and the change notifier class. Count will be our private variable, and count, as you can see, is the getter function that I have created that allows to read access to the counter value. And this is the increment method that I have created to increment the count value and calls the notify listener whenever the state has been updated. Step 2, provide the change notifier to the wi- widget tree. Use the change notifier provider to provide the instance of the counter notifier to the widget. This is the main function that we have created. Over here, I have used the change notifier, which is wrapped inside the wrap for the counter notifier. And this counter notifiers is the model that we have created above, or the class we have created above. And this is how we are going to consume the change notifier in our UI. So over here I am using the consumer instead of the provider.off. In the previous video I have shown you how we can use the provider.off for getting the values for from that model or the class. Over here I have used the consumer, and this is the notify counter, which is the class or a model we have created. Most of the syntax will be remain same, but instead of the consumer we have to return like this. Instead of the provider data off we are going to use the customer, and but for the on press event we are going to use the provider dot off, and this is the counter notify and increment this thing. And you can also compare the previous code that we have written for the on press event. As you can see, I have used the counter notifier dot event, which is quite simple syntax in compared to this thing. And for the provider dot off, you have to use something like this on top of the widget. But in the chain notifier, you are going to use, or you are going to wrap over here. Okay, so there are the some difference between customer, consumer, and provider dot off thing as well. A widget that listens to the changes in counter notify and rebuild its child whenever the changes state changes. And account provider dot off counter notifier context retrieves the current instance of the notified counter notifier from a widget tree and setting listens false, and so that this particular call does not rebuild the widget when the state changes. And this is the summary. In the upcoming section I'm going to show you the role between explain you the role of the notifier listener in depth, how we are going to how why we are using the notifier listener over here. Stay tuned for this video. Thanks for watching.